rompemos.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Chicago White Sox franchise mode here in MLB 18 The Show. Hopefully this one won't be the same 46 minutes as the other one was. I'm totally sorry about that. When I realized it was 46 minutes when I got done editing it, I'm like, oh crap. Anywho, if you remember, or if you just go back to the last 2 or 3 minutes of the other previous episode, you'll realize that when you look up top and it says draft day in 1 day, that is because yes, it is the draft. All we have to do is simulate one game and then it will be the MLB draft. Now, basically, what I'm thinking, if you want to be a person we draft, let me know in the comments now, and when we can actually edit the player in the off season and stuff like that, I will edit them to be your name. If you wanted it to be Joe Schmo Gaming or whatever, if you want to be that and be part of this team, let me know. All right, and currently we sit 24 and 35. So obviously we are a rebuilding team, for all. Wow, I can't think of words. Basically, for right now, we're just a rebuilding team. But what we can do now, this is just checking out who would be MLB ready next year. Basically, Alexi Tejera, Adrian Rodriguez, Ross Perez, Mary, if I'm not mistaken, Mary Woodruff, Angelo Padilla, who I actually really like the look of, Ike Major, Harper Gildahouse, Jared Murray, Joaquin Gomez, Samuel Nunez, and Eric Langford are all MLB ready for next year. Maybe 1 year in the minors, people would be like Darrell Williams, stuff like that. But let's see just looking at the roster, what do we need? I mean, I could obviously call back up Carlos Rodon, but I'll see how it goes there. Miguel Gonzalez, he hasn't done well. Giolito hasn't really done well, but James Shields actually isn't doing half bad, all things considered. Alec Hansen's still injured for 1 to 2 months, and Michael Kopech is actually coming off of the DL in he's not coming off the DL in 1 to 6 days, or maybe he is, I'm not entirely sure. But he's at least done his shoulder strain injury. Basically, I could use a starting pitcher, but I don't want to make that my first round draft pick, because you always get a starter in the first round. He has so much hype, so much potential to live up to, and then, it doesn't always live up to the hype. Relief pitcher, if there's somebody available, if there's somebody decently potential in the later rounds, I'll get him. If not, I'm not really too concerned. Closers, I mean, who am I actually using as the closer right now? I am using Joaquin Soria, who's actually not too bad. 0-1 with 13 saves. And then Juan Manet is just a normal starting or relief pitcher right now. I don't know why they made him the automatic closer. When you have guys like Nate Jones that could easily do it. Joaquin Soria was a former closer himself. Yeah. Anywho, closer, I mean, legally speaking, we probably should get a closer because Joaquin Soria, let's just say we make him the official closer. He's 33, so he's got 2, maybe 3 more years left. Catchers, we have Wellington Castillo, Navarez, and Kevin Smith. Kevin's just the battery backup, per se. Omar Navarez is probably going to be the future starter once Wellington Castillo retires, because right now Castillo is batting a 260, wow, 1 average. I can't speak today. And then on a cold streak, Omar Navarez is batting 264, so Omar is going to be the main catcher going forward in the later years once Wellington goes down. First base, Jose Abreu. We probably could look to get a first baseman in a draft, but we have this Casey Gillespie dude, who right now is batting 261, 3 homers, and 16 RBIs, so he's not doing too bad. Second baseman, we have Yoan Moncada. This whole franchise is based around him. If we ever trade him or he doesn't want to resign, I'll figure out another way to get the thumbnail. um, Got to change up the thumbnail if he ever leaves, but right now he's just out with a broken chin, so. Third base is a definite must in this draft. This guy's actually coming into form lately throughout the season. Like, each month, you get this AA or AAA players doing well, and this guy, Trey, if I'm not mistaken, yes, Trey Michalczewski. I'm just going with that. Trey Michalczewski. If he continues growing, maybe by like when he's 26 or 27, we could see him up in the majors. Because right now, the first month he did well in AA, and then the last couple months in AAA, he's turned it up. Because 5 homers, 14 RBIs, and a 295 average. That's kind of really good. Yolmer Sanchez would be a decent backup. Manny Davidson, uh, yeah, third baseman's a definite must. Third or shortstop, we have Saladino as the battery backup or utility guy for the infield, and then we have our main guy Timmy Anderson. So I don't see why we would need a shortstop in any way, shape, or form. Left field, we probably could use someone because Nicky Delmonico is just like one of those. He seems like he's got B potential, and he seems like he could be pretty decent, but I couldn't wait for him to be like 77 per se. Where if I draft someone who's already a 72 per se, and he's got like potential like 90 or whatever, that might actually help. Just keep Delmonico as the like utility outfielder that we use like once in a while. Leury Garcia, he's just utility period. He can play second, third, short, left, center, right. Anywho, 3 homers, 17 RBIs, 216 average. I really need a left fielder. So basically, right now we're looking at a third baseman and left field in the draft, and center field because Adam Engel, he's not too bad, but that 196 average right now is kind of killing me. Luis Robert is one of the top 50 prospects. He's not doing too bad. Blake Rutherford, we actually called him up straight up from single A because of a couple injuries. He's actually not doing half bad. Two homers, 11 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, and a 250 average from just being called up, pretty much. That's not bad at all. He got called up because Mr. Charlie Tilson got injured, so. Center field, left field, and third baseman are the main want to look for in the draft. Right field, here's the fun parts. We have a couple guys in quote-unquote single A that probably aren't going to ever make the squad ever. Daniel Palka in double A on a cold streak, batting 255. That's not too bad. One of the top 50 prospects, Eloy Jimenez. I'm really keen on this guy, so. And he's pretty much growing in everything except for power versus lefty. I guess lefties aren't his strong suit. Yeah, I'm guessing lefties aren't his strong suit, but Asbel Garcia is perfect for the like starter. I mean, what we could do is probably move Asbel. Let's see, what's his speed? 67. Ugh. See, if he had bigger speed, if he had more speed, I'd move him to center field and get a right fielder. Right fielder, I'm not too keen on getting one, but center, left, and third baseman. Alright, so I thought that after the first game was the draft, but apparently I was wrong. We lost 8-5. This game, we win 8-5. Tito Polo, Bruching, I'll keep him active. And it is the 2018 first-year player draft. What would you like to do? I think we're going to have to play it. So as you see, we have the 4th pick here. Obviously, we don't have another first-round pick. Competitive balance round A, we do not have another one. Round 2, we actually have the 3rd pick. Not too bad. the compensatory round. I guess these teams made qualifying offers to the players and somebody else got snatched up. I don't really know how that works. And then competitive balance round B. I don't get that either. Round three, we got the fourth, fifth, and everything else. Basically, except for the first round. Actually, the first round were normal, and then the second round were actually. I don't know. Let's get into the draft. Alright, so Chris Bravo was chosen first overall. Kevin Drummond, straight out of high school, was second. And then Antoine McCready was third. So that probably leaves. That leaves Mr. Padilla up. What do we want to do? I mean, Sam Lofkin as a left fielder, who's would be MLB ready? Ike Major. I kind of want to get him just because, like, the earliest center fielder prospect would be Alexi Francisco, but right now I'm thinking Ike Major just for now. The earliest third rounder MLB ready would be Darrell Williams. If Margowski's there in the later rounds, I'll get him. Second base, we're good. First base, catcher. If we needed a catcher, Alexi Tejera would be actually pretty decent. I mean, technically speaking, we do need a closer. So, Joaquin Neves, Daryl Lancaster, Johnny Tadano, and Adrian Rodriguez. Adrian Rodriguez seems like he'd be amazing. I mean, we know pretty much about this Eric Langford, so I kind of want to do him, and he's from Illinois. That would be a great. Oh, that'd be a great story. Like Eric Langford, he's born in Illinois, so he'd be coming home as the fourth overall pick. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool little backstory. Samuel Nunez, born in Mexico, 65, but potential 70. You know what? Eric Langford, you're coming home, buddy. Let's see where other people went. Johnny Tadano went 7th overall. Margowski, there he is. There's the blue chipper. The blue chipper went 8th overall to the Atlanta Braves. Adrian Rodriguez went 11th to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Nothing. Harper Gildahouse went to the Arizona Diamondbacks, who I'm actually thinking about starting another franchise mode with. Let me know if you want to see an Arizona Diamondbacks franchise. Just, I like the way they're going, and I like the look of the Diamondbacks. So if you want to see that too, let me know. And the competitive balance round A, that's where Mr. Ike Major went. There's Alexi Tejera. Oh God. But we still have Mr. Steve Diaz, who's MLB ready right now. I mean, since we're in the rebuilding, I think. I mean, I wouldn't see why not. I mean, and then there's this Angelo Padilla. There's Sammy Nunez. Sammy Nunez only has a potential of 70, though. That's the problem. Alexi Francisco, you know what? Just so we get a center fielder, I'm going to draft him. Alright. Let's see. Did any of our, like, major guys get drafted? No, it doesn't look it. Okay, so Samuel Nunez is still there. Angelo Padilla is still there. Steve Diaz is still there. So, you know what? I think we're gonna draft Mr. Steve Diaz because that Elliot Winnica, he's not looking that great per se. Okay, so we've already drafted a center field and a starting pitcher. We technically need a left fielder, so if let's just say Mariano Quintana or Dan Pringle is available in the next round, we'll draft one of them. Third base we're good. Wow. Shortstop we're good. Third base, the earliest is not gonna do well. I mean, Nicky Elridge I think would be a good late round pick. Aw, Bay. Why did they have a guy named Bay? At least have it be a Y. Like, ugh. Uh, why did I not move from him? Tommy Vila, I don't think he'd be honestly that bad. Uh, there's still a closing pitcher, Barry Templeton. There's still Gene Cavazos from Illinois. Ah, another Illinois guy. And then in a couple years, there's a guy named Johnny Couch. So many choices. Maybe should have live streamed this, but you know what? I like to look up Angelo Padilla. Welcome to the squad. Ah, I just saw Couch got drafted. Barry Templeton got drafted to the Mets right there. Johnny Couch got drafted to the Texas Rangers. And then Danny Pringle got drafted to the St. Louis Cardinals. Esteban Palmeiro. Rafael? Michael Bay got drafted 29th. Well, good news is I love his movies. Alright, what's next? Round 4. Okay. Left, right field, center field. Let's see. What do we got left? Mariano Quintana, not too bad. Lester Hinkle. You know what? I got a bunch of good prospects in starting pitcher though. That's my only concern. Gene Cavazos. Ooh, what about this guy? Just to beefing up the bullpen, because as you see, our top hold on, there's a way to switch. Yes, L3. There's, as you see in the bottom highlighted position that we're on, our relievers are 32, 33, 31, 30, 31, 30. Honestly, we need a good potential relief pitcher, so let's see. Do we want to do Bradley Castaneda, Marshall Salder, Pedro Armas, Orlando Nivar, or Gene Cavazos? You know what? I'm just gonna go by the look of the pitches. Gene Cavazos forcing curveball, slider, changeup. Basic. Forcing curveball, changer, slider, splitter. Wow, I can't speak. Forcing cutter, changeup, sinker, not too bad. Forcing splitter, cutter, and changeup. So he looks like to be a lot of like velocity. But Bradley Castaneda. I'm just gonna say Castaneda because that's what the first kind of name popped in my head. 4-seam slider, 12 sits curve, and a cutter. Bradley, welcome to the team. Let's see. Is there anybody else that got drafted that we were looking at? Pedro Armas. Tommy Vila finally went. I don't think there's anybody else that we were looking at. Starter right, starter reliever, center right. Starter eighth. I hate this. I hate when you get to the later rounds and there's no really quote unquote good potential guys. Ugh. Martin Keisler, William Henderson. Oh my god. Felipe Quintana, Paul Curry, Lester Hinkle. You know what? I'd like to look at him. 4-seam, 2-seam curve, changeup, and a slurve. And you know what? Lester Hinkle, I got a tinkle. Welcome. Now, basically what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to look for like the highest potential kind of guys. Let's see. Highest potentials are pitchers. And then there's a Walter Curtis from the Netherlands. You know what? Let's draft the first baseman. For the 2018 first-year player draft has come to an end. You have until the end of the regular season to sign your draft picks. Although I will all sign them all right now. That's it, the first-year player draft? Yes! And well, since we're right here, we beat Minnesota. And Michael Kopech is coming back off of the DL, so I don't want to put in his place. I mean, Tom Shaw. Oh my God, Ian Clark, and no, 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 no. Ian Clarkin. Oh my God, 1-11. Hello? What is life? Alrighty, here's the moment of truth. Pause the video right here. Who is our best potential or overall at this point guy? Welcome back! Ooh, I already see good things. Eric Langford, potential of an 82. We'll get him in. Alexi Francisco is the winner. Potential 93. Oh my goodness. Eric Langford is an overall 65, so he'll start in at least AAA next year. Give him a couple games down there. Alexi Francisco. Bats left, rose right. Potential of 93. Oh! Hello? Obviously the hitting stats need to come up, but, you know. I will take that in a heartbeat. Angelo Padilla, potential 79, and he's a 69 right now. Not too bad. Bradley Castaneda, potential 78, and he's a 59 right now, so he'll at least start in AA next year. Walter Curtis, potential 68, and he's a 52. Okay, so we gotta have at least one bust. But, late round steal, Mr. Lester Hinkle. Potential of an 88, and he starts at a 59. So, his best attribute right now is the break. Yes. Okay, and that will probably do it for this episode. Let me know if you want to be any one of these guys. Like, if you want to be Eric Langford, if you want to be Alexi Francisco, if you want to be Angelo Padilla, Bradley Castaneda, Lester Hinkle, or... yeah. I'm not really interested in signing him. Like, Netherlands, but... let me know whether I should sign him too, just to get some depth into the squad, because... I mean, most of our first baseman's potentials are in the B, but when you get a draft pick that's already a D potential, his highest potential, quote unquote, is a 68. So let me know who you want to be. Basically, just give me the name you want and the person that you're replacing, and I will talk to you guys in the next episode. Or next episode of Road to the Show, next live stream when I do. Whatever it is. Have a great day, guys. Hey guys, Mork here. Again. I just wanted to let you know, if you use the code MORK92, sorry, face cam, here, you'll get 15% off your purchase. If you use it... wow, this is awkward. Down here at Cinch Gaming, you'll get 5% off. And if you use it here at Into the AM, you'll get 10% off your purchase. Thanks, guys.